English language learners are an interesting group, and you know, I want to be very very honest and talk about what I think some of the political issues are, because I think that there are a lot of similarities to the United States. The parents of English language learners often do not speak English very well themselves. They're often very unfamiliar with the education system, whether that be in Ontario or in whatever state in the United States. They may come from countries where the cultural norm has been that parents and the community do not get involved in the workings of the education system. That's seen in some countries as really bad behavior. Leave education to the professionals and you don't mix in at all. And when you combine all this with the fact that many parents of English language learners are not yet citizens and therefore can't vote, unfortunately the parent voice and the parent lobbying capacity for English language learners is rather weak. This is what we find in Ontario, and you know, I would guess that it's similar in many jurisdictions in the United States. So whereas for many, many years in Ontario we've had really good policies enshrined in law, in education law, for special education students, we hadn't had the same thing for English language learners because you just don't have the parent lobbying, the voter lobbying capacity. So basically it's the educators who work with English language learners that took it upon themselves to start lobbying for mandated policies for English language learners in Ontario. And this started in the early to mid 2000s. And we were getting a lot more students coming in, not just to Toronto, but to other places in Ontario that weren't as accustomed to getting new immigrants. Places like Windsor, for example, which is right over the border from Detroit. A lot of Mexican immigrants are going into Windsor now, and also a lot of Arab Americans or people who are somehow transiting from Arab-speaking communities. I think Detroit has the largest Arabic-speaking community in the United States, or northern Michigan, anyway. And then, of course, a lot of immigrants and refugees coming to Ottawa and coming to the high-tech region around Kitchener-Waterloo, which is a little mini high-tech community. If you're familiar with the BlackBerry, I don't know how many Americans know this, but the BlackBerry is a Canadian invention by a company called RIM, Research in Motion, and they're based in Waterloo, Ontario, which is about an hour and a half outside of Toronto. And that's become another magnet community for new immigrants.